you have a story.
All right,
I have a story.
Excellent. What do you got?
Well, let's see. The headline is, a Watchdog group announces it will spend $1 million probing Catholic cardinals. That's
Phrasing.
beautiful phrasing,
inappropriate.
Inappropriate. Wow. Okay.
it says, the Better Church Governance Group, an organization that includes 6 former U.S. cardinals on its board of trustees and is funded by a number of wealthy Catholics, announced last night that it would spend more than $1 million over the next year to investigate every current member of the College of Cardinals, the people who elect popes, in an effort to shine a light on any credibly accused of child sexual abuse or covering up that abuse.
Cool.
This sounds great.
Yeah, because there's a member that was, well, I think he died. I think it was, he died. There was one. The Archbishop of the Boston Diocese.
Right.
Yeah, was there.
Do we have any idea how many people this investigation will...
I mean, he said...
Don't know.
He said everyone in the College of Cardinals.
College of Cardinals.
Yes.
I don't know how many that is.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's
It is a lot.
Because, yeah,
multiple
$1 million
hundred.
doesn't go very far
Yeah,
these days.
it's multiple hundred, I think. Or it's more than
That's
100.
like $5
we
per
get a-
cardinal.
Yeah, the goal is to
Exactly.
produce...
It's one person making a phone call saying, hey, have you done anything bad lately? Nope.
Nope.
Cool.
All right, you're set.
Right.
No, the goal is to produce a comprehensive report by April of 2020, presumably while Pope Francis is still in office and before his successor is chosen.
I mean, yeah, he
Francis.
serves
Yeah,
for
let's see.
life.
Planning on him having a successor already?
I mean, I'm sure there's some people praying for it.
Is he saying he's going to step down or something?
No,
No,
I
don't know.
think they're saying,
Yeah,
oh, and it will be before the next one.
Yeah.
within 2 years.
Could be
Yeah,
30
they
years.
generally
Yeah.
go
We hope.
until,
they die.
just die.
Yeah, it's 99%.
Something like that. The Red Hat report, dubbed as the group's flagship project, is designed to audit all 124 current papal electors.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
so-
me.
Organizers say it will be conducted by a team of, to date, nearly 100 researchers, academics, investigators, and journalists, with the aim to hold the hierarchy of the Catholic Church accountable for abuse and corruption, and to develop and support honesty, clarity, and fidelity in church governance. Good luck.
Good luck. But I was going to say, wow, there's good
That's
news
interesting.
out of the
Yeah.
Vatican.
Wow.
Well, I suppose it's not out of the Vatican. Good news relating to the Vatican.
I didn't think we were going to have any good news
Ever.
at all tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's just, I've got one, but it's just funny.
Well, yeah, you have a funny one.
Yeah,
But mostly we've got
Terrible.
terrible
mostly have terrible
doom,
stuff, yeah.
doomy, doom.
It's also said that 10 former FBI agents are involved in the investigation.
Really?
With 2 individuals being the agency's former lead investigators on ecclesiastical matters.
The FBI has a specific post
don't
for ecclesiastical
know. That
matters?
sounds
They
that
got
way.
connections.
Yeah, the ratings for each cardinal were one from strong evidence of abuse corruption to some evidence to positive evidence against abuse corruption.
Wait.
If such a report has been produced
Positive
before the
evidence
previous
against
conclave.
abuse.
So wait, there's 3 ratings.
Right.
We have strong evidence, we have some evidence, we have evidence that they didn't do it.
Right.
How can you have evidence they didn't do it?
I don't know.
What about no evidence?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Exactly. That would
One
be
would
the more
have
logical
to
one.
presume that was the...
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, like, is there like a specific network and they're going to figure out
I
where
don't
the
know.
ends of the cover-up network are? I mean, that literally would be a conspiracy, but okay, well, cool. I want
Would
to
be interesting.
I was going to say I'll be happy to read another report, but I won't. I'll be unhappy, but I'll be glad that it exists.
At the very least, yeah.
Yeah, at the very least. Yeah.
If they have more resources, the group hopes to run a similar investigation of all the church's bishops, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
But for now, given the revelations of the grand jury report in Pennsylvania, it's clear there was a wide-scale cover-up that many current church leaders were involved in. While nearly a dozen state attorneys generals have announced similar investigations, this project would investigate one of the highest tiers of the church leadership across the world.
It's about
It
damn
should
time.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have been in the ACA to varying degrees for nearly approaching 20 years now.
Yes.
And this has been a story that's been going on for nearly 20 years now.
I
keep asking, why are there still Catholics?
Exactly. How is this still around that, you know, I can understand maybe on the first day they didn't say, you know, let's close, shut down the whole thing.
Right.
But over 20 years, well, you'd think something would have changed.
Vast abuse and vast cover-ups.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it's just systemic.
But apparently,
at some point, you have to say, well, I'm complicit in this. I don't want to be. I quit.
Do you? Because clearly people don't. No.
Yeah, I mean, when you tithe, it goes up to the top. You know, you are not just giving money to your local church.
Right.
That money
doesn't all go to Father Bob.
up.
It goes.
You know, you really are complicit.
It is. Yeah, it is being used to cover up abuse. It's like,
apparently
wow.
the occasional soup kitchen is enough to overcome child rape.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
But it's a tradition, and no one thinks about it, like lying to your kids about Santa or whatever.
Child rape tradition is not something that should be banned.
No, I agree, but I'd like to point out that that's not the change that's happening. It's not large groups of people saying, well, we're not Catholics anymore. It's Catholics with money saying, okay, we'll pay for something else that makes the thing that we are also still paying for work better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a positive step, but I don't know, guys. I don't know that that's going to change that much. Right? Like it may just be that the scale is too large for people to take like a reasonable action towards, right? Because if it was like one priest, then there could be like, oh, well, that priest obviously
just
needs
a bad
to go.
apple, and he's gone, and problem solved.
He's gone, and then if he didn't leave, people would stop going to that church, and they would go down the road, or they just wouldn't attend for a while, or whatever.
Yeah.
But because the scale is so large, it's there's
can't escape it.
You can't escape it, right? Like there's some quote from, I'm pretty sure it was Stalin, like, 1 death is a tragedy, 10 deaths is a massacre, 100,000 deaths is a statistic.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, the scale escapes.
Too big to comprehend.
It's too big,
So,
yeah. When you say thousands of children the world over in hundreds of countries, it's beyond.
At a point, your eyes just kind of glaze over. And actually, I was going to mention, it reminded me of one of the old Eddie Izzard jokes of like, you know, guys like Hitler and Stalin and Pol Pot. At a certain point, the scale of death becomes so enormous that you're just like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Good job. You must get up very early in the morning.
Yeah. Like,
well, I have another story
That.
that I don't know is connected, but could be.
Conspiracy? No. What is
Pope Francis called upon all Catholics of the world to root out this culture of death surrounding child sexual abuse. In the midst of sexual abuse crisis in several countries and on the heels of Pennsylvania's recent grand jury report dealing decades of abuse cover-ups within the Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis wrote an unprecedented letter Monday exhorting all Catholics across the globe to help root out this culture of death, vowing there would be no more cover-ups There would be no more cover-ups. This is via Reuters. Is that how you pronounce it?
Reuters, yeah.
Reuters, whatever. No, so the phrase culture of death, I went to Catholic high school, is what was used to describe modern culture that was okay with condoms or abortion or strippers.
And now they're using
whatever.
it for...
Yeah, for now the culture of death is inside the walls. It's the child rape as well as the grand theft auto.
Now, I wonder if this is in response to the previous article. Probably not, but it sure... It sounds fun to draw a parallel, to draw connections between these two things.
I mean,
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
All right, Alex Jones.
I was going to say.
I know.
Post hoc ergo propter hoc, sir.
Yeah, because he's going, I better, before they start uncovering all these bishops, I better say, we're going to root them out. Then it'll all be on me. Yay.
Well,
he's been complicit since day one. I mean, he said that he was going to fix this, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I can throw in a kind of counterpoint. I'm not sure to what degree he can, because there's a large cover-up, and he needs like assistance to do that.
Oh, sure.
Going back to what we were saying earlier, this is a very potentially large-scale problem, and say he's going to come in and fix this, 2-3 decade-old problem in 6 months.
Yeah,
unrealistic.
Well, just as a context, the child rape has been going on for more than 2 decades. It's just been exposed for only a couple of.
Yeah.
When was the initial exposure? I mean, the Boston Globe did their thing in the 1990s. I was too young to be there and remember.
Yeah, I think
I bear no fault in not knowing the date. Okay, whatever.
Something around that.
But it's been like a few decades. Yeah. That's just over 20. As you said.
That's a long time in dog years.
Yeah. And which of course was all covered in the movie Spotlight, which won Best Picture, which should.
Great movie.
It's the only Oscar prediction that I've ever gotten correct, because I know that the Best Picture they pick for like, grander, different reasons, and it was like, yeah, they're gonna eat the shit out of this.
This is the one.
This is the one. But yeah, no, it's interesting. It's interesting to see it turn, right? Like I feel oftentimes like a young whippersnapper, because a lot of the people that are here have been here for a decade, multiple decades, dedicating their time. They've been atheists for longer than I have, or atheists longer than I've been alive in some cases, which is often weird. But the world, particularly in the United States, is changing a lot, right? Like the statistics on non-believers in the United States are shooting up, and like the public opinion on things like that is turning. And I think it's in part because the culture warriors have shown their hand as far as what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Total theocracy.
Yeah, total theocracy.
Crap,
and I feel like I feel like they
No.
really missed a trip by continuing to back Kavanaugh. Because it's it's all about abortion. It doesn't matter if he raped someone, is kind of a quote that you've gotten on the news from someone who is from some guy that was associated with Women for Kavanaugh. There's
the bus that says Women for Kavanaugh. I counted. There was actually, I think, one more man than there was women in the photo that I saw.
Yes, I saw that shot. That's great. It's hilarious.
Of course.
So it's rough. Well, it's near the actual statistical balance of people.
It's a couple of guys' wives for Kavanaugh.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, women can be wrong about things too, guys. It's okay. Like,
How progressive of you.
No.
Go out on that limb.
Oh my God. That's going to get...
What? We can be wrong?
Yeah, because it's sort of like at a certain point, even if you alienate all but the most extreme of your base, you push all of the not most extreme of your base away. And in a way, it's sort of like, well, okay, people now realize this is a problem and are starting to be active about it. Thank you, Trump, I guess. Really? I know. It's the most disheartening.
That'd be a stretch, but...
No, really, though. Well, here, actually, I think